Hi, Namaste. Now, we are going to discuss one of the most important topics of the corrections, which is most useful for every competitive examinations. Generally, we are aware parts of speech, corrections of parts of speech. Next, tenses as well as corrections of tenses. Next, transformation of sentences. And correction of transformations. So here, whatever you learn the grammar topic, definitely you will be aware about the concept, and later to the concept, what are the corrections which are useful in our examination, we have to learn. So how the corrections will be from the parts of speech. Suppose if I write an example, Nehru was our former president, sorry, prime minister. Nehru was our former prime minister. So what is Nehru as per the parts of speech? It is a noun. It is a noun. But the same example if I write Nehru's first letter or Nehru's letters. If I write this example, when it is underlined, this will be considered as an adjective. What is the difference here? Here only the name is mentioned, but here the apostrophe S is mentioned. So when you mention the apostrophe S, that is considered as the possessive form of the noun. So possessive form of the noun is nothing but adjective. But the same thing, suppose if you consider the apostrophe S, this is used only for the live things. Live things. Say, suppose if I use here chair's leg. Of course, you can understand this is a correct meaning only, but when it is used in the grammar, it is a wrong usage. Because for inanimated thing, we should use of in place of apostrophe S. In place of apostrophe S. So, such kind of points when we learn, from the noun, we can understand how the sentence will be exact. Because in examination, they won't ask you this type of easy questions in the competitive especially. They'll ask you to identify the proper correction from the given sentence. So as like that, suppose when it comes to the tenses, how the corrections will be. They'll give you one sentence. We woke up at 9 a.m. tomorrow is given. If you consider this example, woke up, this is indicating about the V2 form, that means past. But here it is indicating about the future. So the combination of past and future will be wrong. So as we discussed in the tenses, the adverb of time word, this is very important. So as per this combination, this is a wrong. Either we should write, we shall wake up at 9 a.m. tomorrow, or you should write here, we woke up at 9 a.m. today or yesterday. Then the sentence will be correct. So the concept, when we learn the concept of any parts of speech or tenses or transformations or any other part of grammar, we need to know the exact information how the usage is. So when you are aware about the usage, automatically you can do the correct questions. So the corrections are very important for all the functional grammar. Suppose when it comes to the transformation of sentences, I have written, suppose they seldom come, here is written. So what will be the question tag for this? Means I have given as it is come, don't they is written. This is the sentence which is given in the examination. But when you look at the sentence, seldom gives a negative sense. So as it is already the negative sense, we need to go with the positive tag. So automatically you can understand that this is the wrong. So this is the just concept how the corrections will be from the functional grammar. Now we are going to discuss part wise what kind of corrections you get in the noun. And what kind of corrections you get in the pronoun, verb, adverb, adjective, conjunction, interjection, or preposition. So when you learn all these effectively, automatically you can do well in the examination. So in that part, first thing we are going to discuss the parts of speech of the noun. So noun means, just briefly I'll give you the information. Noun means naming words. And these nouns are divided into two categories, that is abstract noun and concrete noun. Concrete means which we can see and touch. Abstract means it is a emotion we cannot see and touch. So here there are certain nouns. There are certain nouns. Always we use them in the singular form in our English or in our language. Certainly there are some nouns. Always we use them in the singular form only. So what are those nouns? Material nouns and abstract nouns. Material nouns and abstract nouns always used as singulars only. We never use them as a plural form. So what are those words? Example, advice. It is an abstract noun. Scenery, information, furniture, poetry, luggage, machinery, expenditure, mischief, bread, gold, iron, knowledge, homework, advice, suggestion, scenery. So if you consider these words might be material noun or abstract noun. So simply we need to remember material noun and abstract noun never be used as a plural. Always use them as a singular only. So advice is correct, but advice is wrong. Then how can I use in the plural form that? Piece of advice, okay. Pieces of advice, okay. But advices should not be used. So this is a first point for the noun. And we discussed now material noun and abstract noun always used in the singular form. But when it comes to the particularly some nouns, they are always used as a plural form only. They are always used as a plural form. So what are those? Orders, circumstances, vegetables, shows, thanks, arms, ashes, proceeds, spectacles, scissors, trousers, annals, that means history, hair, instrument, tongs, pants, assets, premises, contents, repairs, rations, jeans. Because if you think of one of the examples here, suppose shoes there. Shoes means we never used as one. Always it is a pair. And pant generally we say it is a pants because it is having two legs compulsory. Scissors there, it is having two parts. So whatever we get such kind of words, we never use them as the singular. Always use them as plural only. This is the second point which we have to remember for the corrections. Next, nouns indicating number of measures. Number plus singular noun is nothing but singular verb. So if you use any noun as a singular form, preceded means particular before, as a number, again we should use singular verb only, because singular always consists of singular. Okay, so 2 mile, 5 dozen, 100 rupee notes. So whenever you use any kind of these words, so here 2 mile is written. 2 mile. As per the structure, 2 is the number and this noun is a singular. So automatically is we should use or was we should use. Only singular verb we should use. Same way 100 rupee notes. 100 rupee notes is only we should use. So when a noun is preceded with a particular number and used as a singular, always we should use the singular verb. Verb should be singular. Okay, that is the next correction point. And when material noun is used to denote a mass of matter, use them as a singular. Material means what? Material noun. This building is built with the bricks. The Gurudwara is built of white marble. So here, when the material noun is used to indicate as a mass, as a one or as a single, when some building means we can say many bricks, much concrete and many floors, but still it is considered as only one singular noun. So when that is considered as one, or when a material noun is denoting a mass of matter, completely mass, altogether one, then we should use the singular only. Next, there are some nouns which are in singular form, but actually they are plural in meaning. Suppose, example, cattle is there. Generally, cattle means it is not having any s or something else to indicate the plural. But still, cattle means it is a plural word related to animals. Next, people. Generally, person, singular, people, plural. Person, singular, and people, plural. So, we should not say again peoples. It is a wrong usage. But generally, we are habituated to use in our regular language. Peoples are coming. So, this word is there, pupils there, students. But this is a wrong usage. So, people, gentry. Gentry means gentle people in the society. Peasantry. Peasantry in the sense the peasants, farmer. Public, sheep. Generally, this is a best example. Most of the people, they say that sheep is a singular, sheep is the plural. There are many sheep they use, but that is a wrong usage. That is a wrong usage. And police. Policeman, policemen you can use. But polices we should not use. Police, okay. But polices we should not use. It is a wrong usages. But you can use policeman, policemen. Next, clergy, company, poultry, majority, artillery, infantry. So these are some of the words. Generally they look like as singular, but they are always plural. Okay. So why do I mention that they are plural? Because whenever you get police, generally policeman means I should use has, as it is a singular. But when I use the police, I should use have. Okay. So to indicate that, I have mentioned that police is always a plural form. Next, there are some nouns, they look like as plural. Try to understand. Some nouns always used in the singular form. Some nouns always used in the plural form. Some nouns, though that is a group, when they are indicating the mass, that is as a singular. And when there is a noun which is preceded by a number, then it should be used again singular. And there are certain nouns, they look like as singular, but using as plural. Now the point is, there are certain nouns, they look like as plural, reverse again. They look like as plural, but they are used as a singular. Best example, politics is there. Mathematics, physics, news, measles, riches, economics, gymnastics, innings, series, rabies, mumps. Mumps in the sense swell at the neck. Rickets. So rickets in the sense it is a illness or disease to the children with the lack of food. And summons, calling. So they are all ended with S. Mathematics is there. Physics is there. So when you see the mathematics, you feel that it is a plural because it is ended with S. But mathematics we should say as a singular and we should use only is. Mathematics is easier to me. Physics is easier to me. So such a way, though they look like as a plural, we should always consider them as a singular. Next, this is one of the most important points in the noun actually. Several times it has come even in the examination also. When objects without life, inanimated, animation means life, inanimation means no life. So, when there are certain objects without life, personified, even this is called as one of the figures of speech also. We have some figures of speeches like simile, metaphor, personification. Personification means the sky is adorned with the stars, like a queen with the jewelry. The sky is compared as a queen. Inanimated thing is compared as a animated thing. Life is given to that. So when the things without life are personified by the personification, then they are considered is the masculine gender or feminine gender. Suppose sun, generally in our Telugu we use it as a masculine gender, male gender, and moon, feminine gender, earth, feminine gender, and reverse, feminine gender, and seas, masculine gender. So the nature is compared with some particular gender, either masculine or feminine gender. But here the masculine gender represents always strength. Try to understand. Our comparison is different, but when it comes to the example, if you wanted to consider the nature, the life is given to the nature, if the life is given or if it is personified, and that personification is mentioned through strength, violence, anger, vengeance, then it is considered as the masculine gender. The sun with his brilliance came out of the clouds. Brilliance is a strength related. That's the reason his is used. That means the sun is compared as a masculine gender. Next, feminine gender, if you think, beauty and gracefulness. Simply I can say that in our society, men means somewhat strong, arrogant, okay, as well as strengthen people, and man means violence, anger. Such words are already related to him. And female means, of course, it is not a controversial word, but female means beauty, graceness. Of course, they are also ruling the society. I am not going to blame that. But still, there is a beauty and gracefulness means that is feminine gender. See, the same sun with her warmth provided relief from the bitter cold. Now it is, just imagine it is a winter season and the sun has come in the morning session. We feel very comfortable. We feel very warmth of that. So that's the reason, though the sun is mentioned here, here the gender is mentioned her. The sun with her warmth provided relief from the bitter cold. That means beauty and graceness is compared, means feminine gender. Vengeance, strength, violence is compared, then that is a masculine gender. So the nature is personified, or one lifeless thing is personified, and that personified thing is compared the vengeance or anger or violence or strength, then masculine gender. And the same personified thing is speaking about the beauty or graceness or some comfort, then that is a feminine gender. Okay. Next, in the noun, we use singular, plural, and possessive. So what is the meaning of possessive? Mine. Possessive meaning is nothing but mine. Suppose commander in chief. It is a compound word. Compound word means a word which is formed with more than one word. 3 words are formed as one word. So commander one word, in one word, and chief one word. 3 are formed as one word, that is compound noun. Okay. So commander in chief is a singular word. How can you write that as a plural? When you wanted to add such kind of compound words into plural, the principal word, suppose commander in chief is there. What is principal? Commander is the principal. Principal is nothing but main word. In chief is not a secondary word. No, sorry, that is the secondary word. But commander is the first word. So that the plural, if you wanted to change it into plural, commanders in chief. Try to understand. If you wanted to convert a compound noun into plural form, we need to add s to the principal or main word. So son-in-law, what is a major word here? Son. So sons-in-law. Stepson, what is a major word? Son. So sons, stepsons. Same way, to the same word, if you wanted to add the possessive, possessive means mine or his, belonging, apostrophe just we discussed, apostrophe s and off. Okay. So commander in chiefs, to the subordinate word we are adding s. Son-in-laws, that means son-in-law, single. Sons-in-law, plural. Son-in-laws, this is my son-in-laws. If I say, it is his. Okay. Stepsons, plural. Stepson, his, or related to that. So this is a singular, plural, and possessive comparison. Next, some more words. Passerby, passersby, passerbys. Maid servant, maid servants, maid's servant. man servant, men servant here. Man, plural form is men. And man's servant, or as we discussed already, man is a live thing, no? So for the live thing, we should use apostrophe s, as we discussed. For the liveless thing, we should use of. Okay, we should not say chair's leg. Chair's leg is the wrong usage. Okay, Abraham's we can use. Fine. Next, this is only the next point. The apostrophe is used for the living and of is used for the non-living. Next, if two singular nouns refer to the same person or thing, if, this is also one of the important only, if two singular nouns, here secretary, principal, two singular nouns only, represent the same person or same thing, secretary is a position, principal also position. If these two positions are representing one person, then singular verb should be used. The secretary and principal is coming. The secretary and principal is coming. The same sentence if I say the secretary and the principal, here only single the is used. But right now the secretary and the principal, two thus are used. That means here how many people are there? Two people. So when it is two people, automatically we should use are coming. Are coming. So it depends on the subject. If the noun is singular, we should use singular verb. If the noun is plural, we should use the plural verb. That is only the magic here. Bread and butter, it is a singular word only. Bread and butter means like rice and curry. Like rice and curry. So is tasty, rice and curry is delicious. Okay. And the next, collective nouns. So collective nouns take a singular verb when the collection is thought of as a whole. When the bunch, as like just now building is mentioned. So when that collective noun is considered as one single group, we should consider as a singular verb. Suppose if that collective noun is formed into the plural word, plural verb. See here example, the council has chosen the president, as it is considered only one. But the military were called out. It is military means all together, all the employees, all the army officers were included in that. Okay, so this is all about the noun corrections. So whenever you get an example in the examination, first identify, is there any possibility of the noun correction? Just do underline and pick it out. If there is no possibility, then go to pronoun. So pronoun means we know very well, which we use in place of noun. He, she, it, they, I, we. So in pronoun already we know that there are three types of persons. First person, second person, third person. First person is I and we. Second person you. Third person he, she, it, they. These are the main persons. So when you wanted to add in a single sentence more than one person, what would be the order? If it is a positive sentence, you should add 2, 3, 1. That means first second person, next third person, next first person. See, suppose I, you and she attended the party. Is this a positive sentence or negative sentence? Definitely it is a positive sentence. When it is a positive sentence, we need to write the order first you. Like in our regular way of life, we can say that first guest, next unknown person, finally host. Same way, you, she and I attended the party. This is for positive sentence. But when it comes to the negative, when something is wrong, suppose as a leader with my team members, I have started one project, it was very successful. Then my team members and I have been successful in this project. Suppose unfortunately the project was failure. I and my team are responsible for this failure. That means the failure should be taken as a leader by me. The failure is taken by me. So that when you write a negative sentence, the order of the sentence is first, second, and third. So this is one of the most important. Even whenever you get in the examination, you might be getting the position of subject also. First person, second person, third person. When you get, better consider this order of the pronoun. And next, when you get a sentence with let after, we should use always the objective case. Nominative means subjective, objective case. Suppose, let she. If you use attended the party, it is wrong. Let her join the meeting. Let her. That means objective pronoun we should use always. And I request you all, before learning these corrections, better go through all the parts of speech videos and the tenses videos. Then you can understand what is objective case, what is subjective case, what is reflective case, what is possessive word, what is concrete noun, what is material noun. Everything you can understand if you go through that videos once. Okay. So when you get a word with let, objective case should be used. And this is like a positive degree. In the degrees of comparison, we can understand when you write a positive degree, the positive degree means comparing itself. Comparing itself. That means only one. When you compare yourself, you should use as plus adjective plus as form. Same way here, when you get some words like as good as well as soon as beautiful as intelligent as, then automatically you should use the subjective pronoun. When it comes to providing the news, no one is as good as he, not him. Generally, in our flow, what we write, just as good as him. But that will be a wrong usage. After positive degree, it should be a subjective pronoun. It should be a subjective pronoun. Next point. Whenever you refer the word anybody, everybody, everyone, anyone, they are neutral words. They are not singulars as well as, they are not masculine, they are not feminine. It depends on the words which they are formed. As per that word only, they should take the possessive words or masculine or feminine gender. Look at this example. I shall help everyone. Up to here, everyone means, is it boy or girl? That means male or female or masculine or feminine, we are not sure about it. So what kind of word we should use also, we are not clear about it. But when it comes to the part of the girls, I shall help every one of the girls in her time of distress. In her time of distress. That means here, everyone is compared with the feminine here. Suppose if I get the same example, I shall help every one of the boys in is the time of distress. So this anybody, everybody, everyone, anyone, they don't have particular gender. It depends on the sentence. Next, when a personal pronoun is the object of a verb or a preposition, it must be in the objective form. See the example. These oranges are for you and her. When a personal pronoun, what is a personal pronoun here? You and her. These two are the personal pronouns. Whenever you use the personal pronouns, the verb is followed with the preposition compulsory. Don't be mistaken, there are no love lost between he and me. This is a preposition. Between you and me, and this is a conjunction. He is a rogue. Next, this is also again related to the comparative degree. When you use this than, it is usually objective form we should use. See the example, you can understand. Ram is older than he is or him. You can use either he is or him. When we use than, after that you should complete a sentence or you should form with the objective form of the word. I played football better than he did or him. But you should not use better than he. Okay, this is the next word related to the pronoun. Next, each, every, everybody. Generally, when you write a sentence with these words, they take reflective pronouns. What is the meaning of reflective pronouns? He, his, she, her, they, their. These are the reflective pronouns. See the example here. The teacher advised every student. Every is mentioned here. The teacher advised every student. As per our term, each, every, everybody are one. Each, every, everybody are one. They take reflective pronouns we mentioned. So here the teacher advised every student to do his duty, as it is a singular. His duty or her duty also you can mention here. Okay. And if you write a sentence with one should follow his duty or her duty is mentioned. But in examination, very clearly they mention their duty also they may give. But when you write a sentence with one, it is followed always with ones, not his, her, their. One is followed always with ones. Okay. So each, every, everybody, one, they are followed with the reflective pronouns, but when it comes to the part of the one, this is followed by the ones. Next, either, neither. First, we should know the meaning of either and neither. Either represents anyone, that means a positive sense. Neither means no one, that means a negative sense. But though that is positive or negative, they are always used in the reference of only two. Either you or me have or has attended the party. Anyone has attended the party. Neither you nor I have attended the party. Okay. So they are referencing always two. Either of the two bags will serve our purpose. Two. Either and neither always maximum mentioned with two only. But more than two, if you wanted to mention anyone, no one. In place of either, anyone. In place of neither, no one or none. So I don't know any one of her 4 friends. I don't know any one of her. Anyone, indicating a positive sense. Let's each of us go out in his turn. So only two means either, neither. More than two means anyone and none. Next, there are certain words, a great many and many a. Many a politician, indicating a plural word actually. Many a politician looks like as a singular, but it is a plural. Same way, a great many students, it is always a plural. So, a great many takes a plural word and many a takes singular verb. Of course, though it is a plural, it takes a singular word. Singular verb. Okay. A great many followed by plural verb. Many a followed by the singular. Many a soldier has one. Has, as it is a singular, we have used here has. Next, it's time or it's high time. Generally, it is followed with the past sentence. It's high time, we left. It's high time, we left. So, it's time or it's high time, it indicates generally the past time. And generally, male and female is the wrong usage. Male and female is the wrong usage. In place of that, we should use men and women. Men and women. Even in our examination, maybe you may get there are 20 female and 30 male also. That is also wrong sentence. As per the written language, it is also a wrong sentence. So that men and women, there are 20 men and 30 women is okay considered. But male and female should not be used. Next, if the singular subject are preceded by each and every, preceded means as we discussed before, each boy or every boy and girl. Here boy and girl both words are there, but we should not consider that as a plural. Why? Because as we discussed already, each or every word, if it is preceded by the singular subject, boy and girl, automatically we should take the singular verb, because that is differentiated already, and each cricketer deserves it, as it is mentioned each. Next, when the subject of the verb is relative pronoun, care should be taken to see that the verb agrees in the number and person with antecedent of the relative. I who am your friend. Generally, I who is your friend we should write, but antecedent means before word only we should consider. That's the reason here am is mentioned. So this is about the pronoun corrections. Next, verb. These verb corrections related to tenses as well as verb. So we know very well about the verb. Verb means action, nothing but work. Action or work. This is divided into main verb and helping verb, and in that helping verb also primary and modals. This is all the secondary category, and tenses. So this is all the next part. But when it comes to the particular verbs, singular subject consists of singular verb. This is a primary rule. Plural subject consists of plural verb. Okay, fine. But there are certain verbs like avail, enjoy, apply, resign, acquit, drink, overreach, pride, exert, distinguish. There are certain words. Whenever you get such words or such verbs, they always take the reflective pronouns. Like they enjoyed themselves. They enjoyed. As it is enjoyed word given, themselves is mentioned, reflective pronoun. And prides after also compulsory we need to use reflective pronoun, so that Kamal prides himself. Okay. So whenever you get such words, better careful. These words always consist of compulsory reflective pronouns. Next, there are certain verbs: qualify, rest, enlist, break, bath, dash, keep, move, feel, make, spread, draw, roll, burst, hide, feed, from, gather, marry, open. There are certain words, they never take reflective pronouns. Just now I mentioned there are certain words that take reflective, but as well as there are certain words they never take reflective words. See, do you feel yourself unwell? Do you feel yourself unwell is a wrong usage. Do you feel unwell? Do you feel unwell? So these are the important words which we have to remember. Next, in active and passive, there is a rule that when you write an active sentence, they make the servant do all the works. Don't use they make the servant to do all the works, because in active sentence we should not use make plus to. Active sentence it should not be used, but in passive sentence you can use to. This is okay. See, they make the servant to do all the works, generally we say, but as it is active voice we should not use to do. But the servant was made to do by someone, as it is by something mentioned. That's the reason we are using here to do. Okay. Next, to infinitive. To infinitive means nothing but 2 plus V1 is considered as to infinitive or bare infinitive also. We call it as bare infinitive or to infinitive. So there are certain words: enjoy, avoid, postpone, suggest, let, bid, behold, watch, see, feel. Such kind of words when you get, we should not use 2 plus verb. Like she enjoys playing cricket, he avoids to meet people, generally we say. Here what do they give? To meet people they give. But as we discussed already, enjoys after we should not use to infinitive. That's the reason meeting people is mentioned. I heard him to speak on several meetings will be written actually. I heard him to speak. But to speak should not be used here as it is mentioned several. Okay. Next. Ask, advise, allow, command, force, forbid, invite, encourage, compel, beg, order, imagine, instruct, permit, tell, require, remind, teach. They are always followed by object plus 2 plus V1. Just now I mentioned we should not use. Now I am saying 2 compulsory should be used. So these words, he advised me, do it, wrong. He advised me to do it. He advised me to do it and permitted to go, permitted to enter. Such a way we should use. So these words always take place a 2 plus V1 form. Next, whenever you use the word of no verb, automatically it is followed by some particular questioning word, WH word, like how, where, when, why, along with the infinitive compulsory. So I know how to write a letter. No is used. That's the reason I mentioned I know what, how to write. How is used and to infinitive also used. To write. Next, bare infinitive is not used after the modals. The same bare infinitive should not be used after the modals. We have certain modals: can, could, may, might, should, shall, will, would, dare not, need not, ought to, used to. These are all the modal auxiliaries. After these modals, we should not use any bare infinitive. You need not work hard. To work hard, you should not use. It's a wrong usage again. Next, every participle must have a subject of reference. What is a participle here? Participle generally nothing but V4 form or sometimes V3 form. If a sentence starts with V4, definitely it should have some reference, subject reference. Being a rainy day. Being a rainy day, it is a wrong usage. It being a rainy day, Tejasvi decided to stay at home. It should be used. Next, there are some participles like considering, judging, referring, concerning, regarding, viewing. Definitely, they don't take any subject reference. Just now I mentioned, generally participles will take the subject reference. That means it should start with some subject. But now what I am saying, whenever you mention these words, they don't take any subject. Like considering the case, I took the decision. Because it doesn't need any requirement of the subject. Being a hot day, okay, it being a hot day, it is accepted. But considering the case, already the case is mentioned. That is only the subject. So considering is already mentioned. That's the reason these words, considering, judging, referring, concerning, regarding, viewing, these words already they are speaking in a broad manner. They are speaking in the broad manner so that they never take any subject for the reference. Next, for the completed action like having plus V3 is used in active voice. Whereas having plus V3, having plus being plus V3 or being plus V3 is in passive voice, after should not be used. The leader, after the leader having been killed, the followers ran away. After the leader having been wrong. After the leader have killed, having killed, that is okay. But in passive voice, whenever you use having plus been plus V3, we should not use after. Okay. Next, when there are two subjects in sentence and they are not in the same number, then we must use separate auxiliaries or helping verbs for both of them. 3 killed and 1 were injured. Here two subjects are there. They are not in the same number. Here 3 killed, 1 injured. That means totally 4 members. So both are indicating different. That's the reason the answer will be 3 were injured and 1 was killed, or 3 were killed and 1 was injured. Such a way we should specify it. Why? Because though the words are mentioned here, they are specified in a 2 ways. 2 ways means 2 times we should use the helping verb. Next, a single verb should be made to serve 2 subjects only when the form of the verb is same. I am 17 years old and my sister 14, as it is using at the same age. Two verbs, two subjects, but singular verb is used. Why? Because the concept is same. Like bread and butter is like that. And two auxiliaries can be used with one principal verb only when the form of the principal verb is appropriate to both the auxiliaries. See the example here. He never has taken and never will take such strong measurements. Here what happened? Simple person, but taken and will take such strong. Both are different concepts. That's the reason it is used. Both the principal verbs are in two variations. Next, when there is only one auxiliary to two principal verbs, only one helping verb is used to two main verbs. Principal verb is nothing but main verbs. To two main verbs, it should be correctly associated with the both. Like 10 candidates have passed, one failed. Suppose if I used only have here, one have, automatically it is among the 10 only it is one failed is meaning. It is a meaningless. So automatically 10 candidates have passed and one has failed. One is the third person singular. So has failed. This is a correct usage. And next one, a past tense in the main clause. Main clause means main sentence. Should be followed by the past tense in the subordinate clause. See, he succeeded because he works hard. Succeeded is the past sentence. And works is the present. When you wanted to combine, if one sentence is in present form, the second sentence should be in the present or future form is accepted. This is a combination rule, even conditional rule also. If you wanted to combine any two sentences, if one sentence is in past form, the second sentence must be in the past form. This is a combination rule, definitely, except for universal truth. Sun rises in the east. We cannot change that factor because that is a general facts. So general facts cannot be changed. But the rest of sentences, if one sentence is in present form, second sentence must be in the present form. If one sentence is in past form, the second must be in the past form. So that's the reason here as it is given past form, the second also written in the past form. This is a combination rule. And next, gerund. If preceded by a pronoun, that pronoun must be in possessive case. If a gerund means if a verb works like noun in the form of V3 or V4. Okay. If this is preceded, the gerund is preceded means before. What will be the structure? Possessive pronoun plus gerund. Possessive pronoun plus gerund. He emphasized me going there. This going is the gerund because go is the verb actually. But going without helping verb and it is not mentioned, he emphasized. That is the main verb. Emphasize is the main verb. Going there is the name of the action. So that it is a gerund. And before gerund, what should we discuss? What did we discuss? Possessive pronoun. Me is the normal pronoun. What will be the possessive pronoun for the me? My. So he emphasized my going there is the correct sentence. So if a gerund is used, before that if you wanted to mention a pronoun, that should be a possessive form. Next, future indefinite, nothing but simple future. It is not used in the clauses of time, place and condition. Here the present indefinite is used. I shall wait for you till you will finish your work. This is simple future, this is simple future. But generally one sentence is in simple future means second sentence should be in the simple present, that is accepted truth. And that we will discuss in the conditional sentence once again. This rule will be in the conditional sentence once again. Next, modal auxiliaries are not used together. But two auxiliaries can be connected by a conjunction. He can, shall, attended party should not be used. But you can use both the auxiliaries with a proper conjunction. He should, must, wrong. He must and should, correct. He must and should do it. Okay, proper conjunction. Here the sentence is wrong written. Must and should can be connected. Okay. Next, when need or dare is followed, not automatically converted into the modal auxiliary. He needs not to do it. No, it is wrong. He need not to do it. Need not automatically. Needs not should not be differentiated. Need not is a proper auxiliary. Next, when plural noun denotes some specific quantity, distance, time or amount, it is considered as a whole. Already we discussed in the noun. When some quantity is mentioned as a mass, it should be considered as a singular verb. I mean singular subject and singular verb should be used. 6 miles is not a long distance for me. And 2 or more singular subjects connected by either or neither nor. Either or neither nor. Then automatically the subject either or neither means already we discussed only 2, and this subject should be taken for the first. So automatically singular verb. And when subjects, 2 subjects are formed by the nor or, then we should consider the plural verb. Either neither means singular verb. Nor or means plural verb. See, either Amit or his parents are coming into the party. Okay. Once again check it. Either, only, either, there means singular. Either or neither nor, both the words are mentioned means plural. Clear? Only either neither means singular verb. Either or neither nor is used means plural verb. Next, and not, with, as well as, in addition to, along with, besides, like, together with, accompanied by. These verbs generally, if you have these words or these verbs in the sentence, generally they consider the first subject only. Rahul and not his friends was absent is mentioned. And not is mentioned. And not, if you get in the sentence, you should consider the first subject only. So first subject is Rahul. Rahul is a singular. So that was is mentioned. Vasu, like his friends, is always late. Actually here his friends is a plural word. Plural word means we should use are. But when you get the like, it should be taken the first subject. So first subject is a singular. That's the reason is mentioned. But when it comes to the not only but also, it always takes the second subject. Not only but also my friends are, not only me, but also my friends are here. Here not only but also means we should consider the second subject. Second subject is a plural, that's the reason are. Okay. And next, a singular or plural verb is used such noun as paints, lot of, means, variety, plenty, rest, wages. According to the sense. According to the sense only, we should use this. The number of admissions has gradually fallen off. Though it is a plural word, it is taken as a bulk, single. So that has. He has not and will marry in near future. It is wrong. He has not married and will not marry in near future. It should be divided. Proper conjunction should be used. Next, had better, had as soon as, sooner than, but. These are followed by the infinitive words. He had better to go. He had better go now. She had better read than to write. They don't follow the bare infinitive. Bare infinitive means no to. Without to, we should write it. She had better read than to write. Is the wrong usage. She had better read than write. Okay. So this is the thing. So this is about the verb. And next, adjective. So adjective means which qualifies the noun or pronoun. Say some quality or quantity, size also. There is a particular format for the adjective actually. When you get certain words, certain adjective words in the sentence. When you get certain adjective words in the sentence, the format of the adjective is this is. First, you should add your opinion, size or physical quality, shape or age, color, nationality, material, type, purpose, noun. Suppose red, Indian, flag, big. These are certain words. Because they'll give in the examination these words also in the dissemble order, not in the proper order. See, big indicating size, red indicating color, Indian indicating nationality, flag indicating noun. So as per this order, first opinion is not mentioned. Next size. So first we should add size. Next shape, color is mentioned. Next nationality, Indian, flag. This is a big red Indian flag. But in the examination, how do they give? Red big Indian flag or Indian red big Indian flag. Such a way they may give some dissemble order. Okay. So this is the order of the adjective. The format of adjective is this we need to remember very carefully. And next, countable nouns generally taking the adjectives like countable nouns. Countable means which can be counted. So when there is a possibility of counting, many, several, numerous, some, few, large number of, no, enough. These are the adjectives can be used for the countable nouns. And there are some uncountable nouns also. For them we use much, little, some, a lot of, a large number of, no, enough. This is used for the uncountable. And of course there are certain words which we can use for both. A large number of, no, enough. These are used for the countable as well as uncountable also. Next, cardinal, ordinal. Do you know what is a cardinal? First, second, third, fourth, we call them as a cardinal numbers. And ordinal numbers means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are called as the ordinal numbers. So when you write both at a time, cardinal and ordinal, the order of the sentence is cardinal plus ordinal. The first four members, but you should not use the four first members, wrong usage. So here the first four boys will given the chance. And next there are some adjectives, later and latest. Later, latest indicating the time. Latter, L-A-T-T-E-R. Latter and last, they are indicating the position. L-A-T-E-R, later, and L-A-T-E-S-T, latest. They are indicating the time. They are indicating the time. But latter and last indicating the position. Next, farther, F-A-R-T-H-E-R, farther indicating the distance, further indicating the additional to. Because generally we'll get some confusion over these words also. Farther, further. Both are like homonyms, but the meaning is different. The meaning also we should understand here. Next, if you wanted to express the quantity, some generally is used for the positive sentence. Any is used for the negative sentence. Have you got any bananas? It's a wrong, negative meaning. Have you got some bananas? Positive meaning. Okay. So for positive we are using some, for negative we are using any. And when two adjectives are used for the same subject and one of them is superlative. Superlative means adjective plus est form preceded with the, or most plus adjective form should be added. That means highest, superlative means. So if the superlative degree is added, my sister is the ablest and most honest girl. What is the point here? Two adjectives are used with the same subject in the superlative. For two adjectives, no need to add two das. One single da is enough. See, my sister is the ablest and most honest. Generally, most means we should add da only. But here it is not used because the is not compulsory as it is indicating the same subject. As it is indicating the same subject. Next, we want a better and more sincere friend. No two A's here because single idea. Next, few indicating negative meaning, a few indicating positive meaning. Same way, little indicating negative meaning, or little indicating positive meaning. That we need to understand here. And elder, eldest. She is my elder sister. That means my blood relation. You are older to me, outside person. So elder and eldest related to family relation, and older, oldest related to other things. Next, rather has a force of comparative. So double comparative should not be used. See, if you look at the example, you can understand. This issue is rather more important. More important. Rather is already the forceful word. Rather is already the forceful word. So to that force, again this is not important. This issue is rather important. Or you can say directly, this issue is more important. Okay? And no other is followed by than and not by but. When you write a sentence with no other, it should followed by than, but not but. I met no other person there but Purvi. Of course, for looking it is like a normal sentence only, but no other is followed by than only. I met no other person here than Purvi. Next, an adjective and, not an adverb, should be used when some quantity of the subject rather than of the action of the verb is so be expressed. The rose smells sweetly. The rose smells sweetly. Adjective is not compulsory or adverb is not compulsory here. The rose smells sweet. This is only highest. The quantity is compared means we should not use any adverb form here. So this is all about the adjectives. And in these adjectives, the order of adjectives, as we mentioned, opinion and all this, that is very important here. Now we go for the adverb. What is adverb? These are all corrections. When you get in the examination a sentence, we should identify what kind of word is wrong. That is only correction of sentences. Okay? And what is adverb means? Which qualifies the quality or which describes the noun, which describes the adjective or verb. Which describes the adjective or verb. That means it should qualify something about verb or adjective. Then it is called as adverb. And for adverb also we have a format. DMPT. Doer, manner, place, time. Doer, manner, place, time. So first doer means who does the work. She danced gracefully at the concert. Gracefully yesterday at the concert is written. Doer is given first. Gracefully is a mannerism. Yesterday time. At the concert place. So this is a wrong place is given. So at the concert yesterday we should write. Doer, manner, place and time should be mentioned. And here next. To means more than required. Already more than required. So that I am too glad to meet you should not be used. I am very glad enough. I am very glad to meet you enough. And when a sentence which is based on to, it should not be replaced with the to. It should be replaced with the so. He is too weak so that he cannot walk. He is too weak to walk. That is okay. But if you wanted to write a compound sentence, he is too weak so that he cannot walk. It is the wrong way of usage. Then what is the correct usage? He is too weak to walk. To is followed by to only. He is too weak to walk. He is so weak that he cannot walk. So is followed by the that. To is followed by to. So is followed by that. Next. Much to is followed by unpleasant adjective. Whereas too much is followed by noun. So much to, after we should use unpleasant adjective. Too much after noun only we should use. Too much after noun. But much to after unpleasant adjective. See, his failure is too much painful for me. Too much not, much to. We should not use too much. We should use much to, because painful is the unpleasant adjective. Painful is unpleasant adjective. So that's the reason his failure is much too painful for me. And his wife's rude behavior gives me too much pain. His wife's rude behavior gives me too much pain. Okay, too much after only noun is given. Adjective is given means much too. Noun is given means too much. Simple definition here. Next, quite and all is not used together, because quite and all should not be used together. He is quite all right, not. He is quite right or he is all right. You can use either he is quite right or you can use he is all right. But don't use quite all together at a time. Next, a or an fairly plus adjective plus noun. A fairly good book. This is a format. Indefinite article plus fairly plus adjective plus noun, or rather after indefinite article plus adjective. This is a format which we have to use. And we cannot use pleasant adjectives rather or unpleasant adjectives with fairly. Fairly is pleasant, rather is unpleasant. That we need to remember. And enough, when it is used with a positive degree, he is greater enough to pardon you. Wrong. He is great enough, because already enough indicating the good quantity, perfect thing. So again, this should not be used as a adjective plus er form. That means only positive degree should be used. Enough should be followed with the positive degree. And two negative cancel each other. Hence, two negatives should not be used in the same sentence. We make an affirmation. I have not got none. Not none, both are same only meaning. So that I have not got any. That should be the usage. And at present means at the present time. So that's the reason nothing more can be done presently. Should not be used. Nothing more can be done at present. Presently should not be used here. But why? Because here at present means at the present time. Presently means shortly. He will come back presently. That means shortly. Presently meaning is shortly. In the sense of shortly, you can use presently. Okay. Next, hard means diligently, strenuously, hardly, scarcely. He tried hard to win the race. It is very hard case means already a negative sense. Next, much is before past participle and adjectives or adverbs of comparative degree. Very is used before present participle. Much is used before past participle. Very is used before present participle. See, the news is much surprising. It is a wrong, because surprising is a present participle. Present participle is nothing but V4 form. Past participle is nothing but V3 form. Okay. So here much is used before the past participle only. Past participle means the news is much surprised, we should use. So that's the reason the news is very surprising. The news is very surprising. And I was much surprised. I mentioned already. Okay. Next, hardly, an adverb which means rarely. Ago, only in the past. The meaning of hardly is rare. And the meaning of ago is past meaning. So, it is a hardly jog. Wrong. It is a hard job. Okay. Next, early, just after the beginning of anything. You can use early. The meaning of early is beginning of anything. Soon, after a point of time. Roses blossomed early this spring. That means after particular time, after the beginning of short time, we should use early. Soon means after long time after. Next, when a sentence starts with seldom, never, hardly, rarely, generally they take the following sentence. Seldom had I seen. Seldom had I seen. A question sentence. I had seen not. If a sentence starts with seldom, never, hardly, rarely, scarcely, the structure is the seldom word. The word plus verb should be first, like a questioning sentence. Like a questioning sentence. And next, inverse is also used in a sentence which starts with here, there, away, out, up, indoor, outdoor. After this, we should use again verb. Inverse means negative. That is also away Sita went. Wrong. Away went Sita. This is also verb plus subject only we are using. So in these two conditions we should use the questioning structure. Next, some words retain their form when they become adverbs: fast, first, next, back, ill, better, best. Okay, these are the words which we have to remember. Fastly we should not use, firstly we should generally should not use. And adverbs ending with ly from the comparative by adding more and superlative by adding most. This we can learn again in the superlative degree and positive degree. That means degrees of comparison. When you add more, that will become as a comparative degree. When you add most, that will become as a superlative degree. This work is more beautifully done than that work. The scenery of Kashmir is most lovely. So adding ly to the adjective to make comparative as a superlative word. More beautifully. Superlative form, that is. When an adverb modifies an adjective or another adverb, the adverb comes before it. Her dress was ready nearly. Format, nearly ready we should use. So that's the reason, nearly ready. And adverbs of frequency such as always, ever, never, seldom, frequently, sometimes, they are always placed before the verb to modify. He sometimes comes late. They always look beautiful. This is comes in the first. Next, an adverb can be placed at the beginning of sentence when it is intended to qualify not any word in a particular but sentence as a whole. Fortunately, he was not present at the time. So generally we can use the adverbs of the beginning sentence, but just to identify the qualify the thing, but not any other intention. And else followed by but, not than. When a sentence is used with the else, it is followed by but not the than. So adverb as should be used to introduce predictive of the verb such as regard, describe, define, threat, view. See, I regard him as my elder brother. The newspaper described the situation as horrible. So when such words are used, compulsory we need to use as. Okay, and adverb as should not be used here. Here these words compulsory should be followed, but these words should not be followed. What are those? Name, elect, think, consider, call, appoint, make, choose. He was considered the best dancer of his time. That's all. He was appointed as governor should not be used. We should not use as governor because appointed is used. And next, the words generally no one, scarcely, practices all the time is a wrong usage. Scarcely anyone should be used. Scarcely, because in conjunctions generally we can learn these pair conjunctions. Pair conjunctions, no sooner than. Okay, next, the use of never for not is incorrect because never means already, not ever. I never remember having met him. I never remember means it is a wrong usage. I don't remember ever. I don't remember ever is the correct usage. And next, no sentence should begin with a due to. Due to should not be used in the beginning of sentence. This is the next correction. Due to bad weather should not be used. It was due to bad weather. Okay, this is a wrong usage. Next, sent person should not be used. 100% we should use. Do the needful should not be used. Do what is necessary should be used. These are the usage of sentences. And next, an adverb or adverbial phrase should not be placed between to and verbal part of the infinitive. I hoped to immediately reply to a letter. It is wrong. I hoped to reply immediately. The order of adverb, DMPT structure. So this is all about the adverbs. Now it comes to the conjunction. So conjunction means adding any two words or two sentences with a proper meaning. So two conjunctions should not be used in one sentence because conjunction meaning is adding two sentences or two words. So when you want to add two sentences, how many conjunctions are used here? Only one. So to combine two sentences, we should use only one conjunction. Although she was tired, but she still went on working. Two conjunctions are used, so that but should be removed. Next, already just now I mentioned pair conjunctions, both and. They are giving the positive meaning, neither nor negative meaning. Okay. So both Ravi and Sada were present here. That is a positive. And pair conjunctions, which we have to remember for the corrections, neither nor, either nor, not only but also, both and, lest, should, whether or, so that, to, no other than, no sooner than, very and, hardly when, scarcely when, such that, rather than, though it. So in a sentence, if you get one of the conjunctions, in the next sentence compulsory the pair conjunction should be followed. Not only you but also someone. Such a way. And one more thing also we should remember here particularly, whenever you write the no sooner sentence, it is having interrogative structure as like the previous. No sooner did I finish the work, interrogative, than I submitted. No sooner had I finished the work, than I began to submit it. So this is also followed with the interrogative structure. When suppose is used in the beginning of sentence to denote a command or a request, it is not followed by if. If it is denoting the command or request, suppose if you are caught, what will happen to your parents? It is like a request. So when the suppose is used to indicate the command or request, then if should not be used. So these are some of the corrections which we have to remember for the examination part. So thank you for listening.